Camilla brought 20 Parker Bowleses to the coronation. There were 4 Middletons. And in that moment, it was absolutely...
Camilla brought 20 Parker dolls to the coronation, which included 4 Middletons, an act that underscored the sense of exclusion felt by those outside the inner circle. Surprisingly, Kate Kurtz did not approach the Queen during this time. The Queen beamed with joy when presented with a miniature version of herself, dressed in the same outfit, at a reception for women of the world at Buckingham Palace, recognizing her position as the organization's president. However, a shocking turn of events soon unfolded within the palace as Queen Camilla broke down in tears on live television, announcing her resignation with distressing remarks that pushed the royal palace toward chaos. What truly caused Queen Camilla's anguish as she departed the palace, a place she yearned for throughout her life? Was it her own health issues, King Charles's declining condition, the heavy legacy of Diana, or something more sinister tied to recently exposed secrets by Queen Elizabeth, revealed by Princess and during a family gathering? Join us as we explore the troubling truths behind Queen Camilla's emotional breakdown, a saga of power, betrayal, and the immense burden of the crown unraveling behind the palace's walls. What started as a celebration for the Commonwealth soon morphed into a harbinger of disaster. During the ceremony, King Charles addressed the audience with a trembling voice as he attempted to crown Camilla. His heartfelt words seemed more like a forewarning than a tribute, and Camilla's tears exposed a deeper, long-standing pain. This breakdown was not merely a reaction to his speech, but was rooted in overwhelming, invisible struggles. As Queen Camilla embraced additional responsibilities this year, her long-held composure cracked during a public display of distress. Insiders suggest that her breakdown may correlate with King Charles's deteriorating health. Confidential sources report that his cancer has worsened, representing not just a medical crisis, but a royal emergency. As Charles's condition declines, the royal family faces difficult decisions, leaving Camilla vulnerable to challenges she can no longer navigate alone, increasing the scrutiny surrounding her. Her emotional turmoil coincides with a tumultuous shift in royal dynamics, especially between the old guard and the younger generation led by Princess Kate Middleton and Prince William. Camilla has voiced concerns about her waning role in the monarchy, as modernization efforts create an increasing divide. Princess, and a staunch traditionalist, recently confronted Camilla about whether the monarchy should evolve, putting the Queen's influence at risk. Reports indicate a heightened alarm regarding Camilla's absence from key events, often blamed on minor health issues. However, public observation suggests a deeper struggle, leading to speculation about her distancing from public life and shrinking circle of confidence. The relentless comparisons between Camilla and Princess Diana, who remains beloved for her charitable work, add to her challenges. Camilla fights to establish her own legacy while grappling with the overshadowing presence of Diana, which creates emotionally taxing competition. A close friend of Camilla noted that these constant comparisons intensify her distress and highlight the immense pressure she faces as Diana's legacy continues to resonate with the public. William, Diana's son, has won the public's heart with his natural charm and advocacy for mental health. His impeccable reputation and approachability have won him acclaim, something Camilla has struggled to achieve. Her more traditional and sometimes severe approach to royal duties has not resonated publicly as warmly. As William's popularity rises, Camilla finds herself confronting an unyielding past she cannot escape. The psychological toll on Queen Camilla is becoming increasingly apparent each time she steps into the public sphere. The media scrutinizes her every action for signs of weakness. Although she has made attempts to connect with younger audiences, these efforts often fall flat, leading to painful comparisons with Diana's charity work that overshadow her initiatives. The public quickly draws these comparisons, deepening Camilla's sense of isolation. Lately, she has withdrawn from several high-profile engagements, citing minor health issues, but it is evident that deeper struggles are at play. Her absence from significant events has raised concerns for her well-being, with many questioning if the weight of her pressures has become too much to bear. It is known that the Queen has been unwell, having missed a reception with the King at Buckingham Palace for medalists from the Paris 2024 Games, as well as remembrance events. The BBC's celebration of Princess Diana's legacy has left Camilla feeling shattered. Insiders reveal that she often spends hours alone in her private quarters, watching documentaries and old footage of Diana, desperately trying to discern what endear her to the public. Camilla meticulously examines every moment and charitable action that won Diana the public's affection but frequently ends in tears, realizing the comparisons are unavoidable and that she may never be viewed in the same favorable light. The pressure from Diana's lasting popularity weighs heavily on Camilla, deepening her grief. Tensions rise within the monarchy as King Charles grows more concerned about Camilla's closeness to her ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles. The foundations of her royal role seem to be crumbling, as staff members once loyal to her start gravitating towards Kate's circle, amplifying the divide. The tension between Camilla and Kate is palpable. Each encounter is rife with unresolved conflict, making the air between them feel charged with unease. Camilla senses the walls closing in, realizing that she has lost the support and trust she once enjoyed. The connection that was once strong with the Queen has eroded, and she grapples with the feeling of being an outsider in her own realm as plans to elevate Kate come to light. The weight of the slipping away from her grasp. Camilla's heart aches as she confronts the reality that the future she once envisioned is no longer hers to claim. As tensions rise between Camilla and Catherine, the fractures within the royal family become increasingly evident. What was once a harmonious monarchy now feels disjointed and uncertain. For Camilla, the quest for acceptance and a place in the royal future appears to be an impossible struggle. The security she once felt is slowly eroding, and the emotional toll is becoming unbearable. Each new revelation adds to the burden that grows heavier by the day. Recently, it was reported that the royal family rushed to Balmoral in Scotland to be with Her Majesty the Queen. As the pressure on Queen Camilla mounts, it is beginning to take a significant toll on her health. Her medical team is closely monitoring her as a range of health issues continues to increase, including chronic fatigue, osteoporosis, anxiety, and panic attacks, which have become part of her daily challenges. Doctors have advised her to reduce her workload, but attending royal events has become increasingly daunting. Preparing for these occasions often leaves her feeling exhausted before she even arrives. Nonetheless, she persists, always putting on a brave face for the public. Behind closed doors, royal staff reveal that Camilla spends entire afternoons in her darkened room, grappling with a stress that overwhelms her. The strain she feels is immense, forcing her to retreat to her sanctuary in search of relief. Adding to her struggles, Camilla is still dealing with the lingering effects of long COVID. Fatigue, brain fog, and various other symptoms serve as constant reminders of the virus she faced months prior. Her medical team believes these ongoing effects could be long-term, making daily life even more challenging. At public events, her declining health has become conspicuous. Observers note her difficulty in maintaining focus and her drained demeanor, which starkly contrasts with her former vibrancy. Her reliance on written notes has increased, highlighting that she is not the same person she once was. Camilla continues to stand by her husband, King Charles, as he grapples with his health issues. This dual burden of supporting him while contending with her own declining health weighs heavily on her. Caught between her husband's struggles and the relentless pressure of being queen consort, the need for rest is clear, yet there is no time for recovery in her royal obligations. As Camilla's health deteriorates, royal officials face a pivotal decision that could reshape the monarchy. Behind the scenes, discussions grow heated. Senior members of the royal family implore King Charles to understand Camilla's need for space. Meanwhile, Prince William's team advocates for a bold new direction for the monarchy, one that may not see Camilla in the same influential capacity. Buckingham Palace has issued a brief statement confirming the Queen's health condition, stating that she is currently unwell with a chest infection and has been advised to rest. The tension between the two factions within the royal family is palpable, leaving the future of the family hanging in the balance. Amidst all this, a senior royal staff member reveals a devastating moment. Camilla, in a rare display of vulnerability, is found crying in her private room, reminiscing over old photos of happier times before the burdens of her current life took hold. Her calm and composed exterior has fractured, leaving her feeling lost and uncertain about what lies ahead. The emotional weight she's carried for years has finally become too much to sustain, leading to a breaking point during a children's hospital ceremony. As she attempts to cut the ceremonial ribbon, her hands shake uncontrollably from anxiety, and she relies on medication to steady her nerves. It's clear to those around her that her health struggles can no longer be hidden. The toll is taking a visible effect, leading to growing murmurs within the royal palace. In a private conversation with King Charles, her voice trembles as she expresses the overwhelming pain of her health issues, the pressure of her role, and the ongoing shadow cast by Diana. "I can't take it anymore," she confesses, her emotions raw. The cumulative stress has become insurmountable, and she realizes the need for a change. Camilla makes the monumental decision to step down from her role. She arranges a press conference, and the royal world holds its breath. Strangely calm before the address, her makeup artist later finds her alone in her room, quietly murmuring, "I can't carry it anymore." The announcement of her resignation sends shockwaves through the palace, raising numerous questions. Will King Charles follow suit? Will Catherine, the Princess of Wales, assume her place? The uncertainty surrounding the monarchy looms large as the world watches for what comes next. Camilla's resignation marks the end of an era, and the repercussions of her decision will resonate for years. The future of the British monarchy hangs in a precarious balance, leaving everyone uncertain of the path ahead. For Camilla, stepping down as queen consort is one of the hardest decisions she has ever faced, but it is a story about his struggles with substance use, which he believes were aimed at portraying King Charles as a compassionate parent to bolster his image during a turbulent time. In 2019, tensions reportedly escalated when William discovered that stories about him, Kate, and their children were being leaked by the staff of Charles and Camilla. Frustrated, William is said to have remarked, "Give them an inch and they take a mile." During an interview with Anderson Cooper, Harry labeled Camilla as dangerous because of her media connections, claiming that her rise to queen consort came at a price. Once known as the other woman, Camilla has now assumed the role of the king's beloved wife, dedicated to her new responsibilities, often at the expense of others in the family. Harry didn't hold back when describing Camilla, calling her the villain and a third party in his parents' marriage, echoing Diana's famous words from her 1995 interview, where she mentioned there were 3 of us in this marriage. Harry expressed his mixed feelings about having a stepmother, particularly one he felt undermined the family for her own benefit. He revealed that he believed Camilla sacrificed the royal family for the sake of her public image, yet he also wished her happiness, thinking it might make her less harmful. Royal expert Christopher Anderson noted Camilla's discomfort around William and Harry, highlighting that their connection was purely circumstantial and lacked a natural bond. Biographer Robert Jobson shared a striking incident that illustrated the tension. During a convoy at Windsor Castle, when William and Kate were late to join Charles and Camilla, an impatient Camilla insisted they leave without them. As Charles's motorcade departed, William and Kate emerged to see it pulling away. To William, it felt like a deliberate slight, serving as a reminder of his place in the royal hierarchy. While he ultimately tolerated Camilla, lingering resentment remained, as William's loyalty to his mother was steadfast. The presence of Camilla alongside Charles evoked painful memories and symbolized a shadow over Diana's legacy. Meanwhile, King Charles finds himself torn between his wife and his sons. Insiders report that he is under significant pressure from family tensions and his own health concerns. Reports suggest that Harry wants to return home but faces resistance from Camilla, who has taken a firm stance against welcoming him and Meghan back into the family. She purportedly even barred Harry from visiting Charles or staying at royal residences without prior approval, which caught Charles off guard and led to a major argument between him and Camilla, straining their relationship. While some believe Camilla is open to reconciliation, others argue that she holds little affection for her stepsons. William and Harry are said to be cautious of her growing influence within the palace, especially since Charles has reduced his royal duties due to health reasons. Reports suggest that Camilla has even encouraged Charles to adopt a more stringent approach in family matters, despite his guilt over past parenting decisions. Although reconciliation is possible, sources suggest that it would only occur under conditions set by Charles, which may not align with Camilla's views. The conflicts between King Charles and Camilla extend beyond familial tensions. Camilla allegedly expressed dissatisfaction when Charles disclosed his prostate enlargement and cancer diagnosis earlier this year. Breaking news from Buckingham Palace confirmed that the king has been diagnosed with cancer. According to Robert Jobson, author of King Charles III, The Man and the Monarch, Charles made his health status public despite Camilla's reservations, believing it might inspire others to seek medical help for similar symptoms. The differences between Charles and Camilla extend to their personalities, which sometimes leads to humorous disputes, such as their ongoing disagreement over whether to keep the bedroom windows open at night. Annabelle Elliott, Camilla's sister, mentions that while Charles will open the windows, Camilla sneaks in behind to close them. Yet, despite these differences, Camilla's influence within the royal family continues to grow. However, her relationship with William and Harry remains distant, and the princes struggle to reconcile their feelings towards someone they believe caused pain to their mother. Insiders claim that rebuilding trust with Camilla may seem unachievable for the brothers, who maintain polite appearances publicly while tension lingers behind closed doors. Camilla has come to accept that her connection with her stepchildren will likely remain cold and formal. For now, the royal family proceeds as if all is well, yet the quiet resentment between William, Harry, and Camilla continues to cast a shadow over their interactions. In recent months, reports indicate that Prince Harry has started exploring ways to reconnect with the UK and reintegrate into royal life after years of public estrangement and private disputes. This shift in approach suggests a potential change, yet it is not without its challenges, particularly with Queen Camilla perceived as a significant obstacle to his plans. Sources imply that she has firmly opposed Harry's return to the royal household, exacerbating the strained relationship between him and the rest of the family. According to the Mail on Sunday, Harry has been reaching out to former has sparked speculation that Harry is reevaluating his role as a public figure and contemplating a return to his royal roots. Despite these efforts, one of the most significant obstacles remains Queen Camilla, with sources indicating that she has expressed strong opposition to Harry's return due to concerns about potential disruptions within the royal household. Her firm stance highlights the ongoing tensions between her and Harry, tensions that have been heightened by his public criticisms of her in recent years. This resistance has reportedly led to friction with King Charles, who finds himself torn between supporting his son and maintaining harmony with his wife. In an effort to strengthen his position, Harry has begun reaching out to old friends via WhatsApp, sending friendly messages to rekindle relationships that had become distant. Some of these friends, loyal to Harry, are reportedly assisting him in his attempts to reintegrate into British society. This initiative has informally been termed Operation Bring Harry In from the Cold among those involved, reflecting the strategic nature of his attempts to rebuild his reputation and re-establish connections. Insiders suggest that Harry's motivations for a possible return extend beyond personal relationships. His ventures in the United States, including media deals and public appearances, have faced criticism and mixed reception, possibly prompting him to reconsider his approach and view a return to the UK as a way to restore stability in his life. Nevertheless, the road to reconciliation is anything but simple. Queen Camilla's opposition remains a significant barrier, and the strained relationships with his father and brother only add to the complexity of the situation. While Harry has shown a willingness to mend fences, it's unclear whether the royal family is ready to fully embrace his overtures. Reports indicate that King Charles is open to dialogue, but any reconciliation would likely occur on his terms, which could create additional obstacles for Harry. Ultimately, Harry's recent actions reflect a genuine desire to reconnect with his family and move past past tensions. His efforts to rekindle old relationships and seek guidance from his former network suggest a clear intention to forge a new path forward. However, the success of these initiatives will depend on the royal family's response and whether they can resolve lingering issues. Currently, Harry seems to be making his case for a return one conversation at a time. carefully navigating the intricate dynamics of royal life. A source has disclosed that Prince Harry is feeling increasingly isolated in California, leading him to reach out to old friends in the UK. While these moves signify his intent to reintegrate into British social circles, it remains clear that tensions with Queen Camilla persist as a significant hurdle. Reports indicate that King Charles is open to mending his relationship with Harry. However, the path to reconciliation is complicated by various ongoing issues, including Harry's legal disputes. With Charles's coronation just over a week away, tensions are rising as Harry's legal battle with the UK media heats up. One major challenge Harry faces is related to his security arrangements with the British government, as the Home Office reduced his level of protection after he stepped back from royal duties in 2020. Following this, Harry filed a legal challenge, losing the case, but now intending to appeal. Royal insiders suggest that King Charles would prefer for Harry to abandon this legal battle entirely, as it adds strain to the family dynamic. Compounding the tension, Harry has launched lawsuits against several major British tabloids, accusing them of unlawful information gathering. In a surprising twist, Harry reportedly believes that Queen Camilla was the source of much of the leaked information, a claim that has caused rifts between him and his father, especially since King Charles has not supported Harry's legal pursuits. In fact, Harry recounted a warning from his father against proceeding with these lawsuits, describing them as a suicide mission. Another pressing issue is the upcoming paperback release of Harry's controversial memoir, Spare. The initial publication already contained pointed criticisms of Queen Camilla, and there is speculation that the paperback edition could include new chapters or updates that might escalate tensions further. Insiders are concerned that these editions could contain stronger accusations against Camilla, potentially reigniting the family feud. While it's difficult to predict how the strained relationships within the royal family will develop, it is clear that a resolution is not on the horizon. Harry's legal struggles, coupled with the ongoing tensions with Camilla, present considerable obstacles to reconciliation. What are your thoughts on Queen Camilla's relationship with Prince Harry? Is there hope for peace, or will the divide only deepen? Let us know, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.